We've all gotten pretty used to AI that can chat with us, write an email, or even create an image. But what if I told you the next huge leap for AI isn't about suggesting ideas, it's about actually executing them? We are right on the edge of a massive shift, moving from AI as a sidekick to AI as an autonomous agent. And believe me, that changes absolutely everything. This, right here, this is the single most important change happening in AI today. We are literally moving from a world where we work with AI assistants to a world where AI agents can work for us. It sounds like a small difference in wording, but the consequences are just profound. And if you think about the last couple of years, this whole evolution just makes sense, right? 2023 was totally the year of the chatbot. Think ChatGPT everywhere. Then 2024 brought us the Copilot, this idea of AI working right alongside us in our apps. But 2025, oh yeah, this is shaping up to be the year of the AI agent, the year AI really starts taking initiative. Okay, so what is the real difference here? What actually separates the co-pilots we've gotten used to from these new agents that are about to take center stage? This isn't just a name change. It's a fundamental shift in what these systems can do. It really comes down to this. A co-pilot is reactive. You give it a prompt and it gives you a response. It helps you out. But an agent is proactive and autonomous. You give it a big, high-level goal, and it works on its own to figure out how to get there. It's not just helping you with your work, it's carrying out entire workflows all by itself. So at its core, an agentic system can take a complex goal, like say, plan my team's entire offsite retreat, and then it can create a step-by-step plan and use different tools like web browsers or calendars to actually make it happen with you just checking in at the end. We're moving from giving instructions to just defining the outcome we want. But look, this isn't just some far-off theory. This technology is already being rolled out in some really high-stakes industries, and the impact is, well, it's staggering. Let's look at a few real-world examples. Okay, so imagine a huge storm hits a region. Suddenly, insurance companies are just flooded with thousands of small, simple claims, for things like food spoilage because the power was out. This creates a massive, massive bottleneck for real people who are just waiting for help. Doing this the old-fashioned way, manually, it can take 4 days or even longer just to get through these backlogs. And that's 4 days of delays for customers who are already stressed out and need that money. Now, this is where it gets really, really cool. The solution isn't one giant AI. It's a whole team of specialized agents that work together. So one agent kicks off the process, another one verifies the policy, another checks weather data to make sure the claim is legit, another looks for fraud. You get the idea. They work together like a digital assembly line, handling the whole claim on their own, and then just passing it to a human for the final thumbs up. And we're seeing this same agentic approach being applied in another incredibly important area, healthcare, an industry facing this huge dual crisis of staff burnout on one side and patients struggling to get access on the other. Now, in a field like healthcare, where trust is absolutely everything, these agents are being rolled out very, very carefully. They are not diagnosing patients. Instead, they're taking on the high-volume administrative stuff, things like patient intake, following up after a hospital stay, or sending medication reminders. This frees up our amazing nurses and doctors to do what only they can do, provide that critical human-to-human care. And of course, in the world of tech, AI is evolving way beyond just helping write a few lines of code. It's now being used to tackle some of the most complex bottlenecks in software development. This stuff is just fascinating. You can think of these agents as autonomous members of a development team. They can automatically write tests for new code, and get this, if a test fails, some can even analyze why it failed and propose a fix. They're acting as a first line of defense in code reviews and even modernizing huge, ancient code bases way faster than any human team ever could. So, how in the world do these agents actually pull off these complex, multi-step tasks? Well, the logic behind it is actually surprisingly simple and elegant. It all comes down to a really simple cognitive loop. First, the agent perceives its environment. It gathers data, maybe it reads your request to find the best flight to London. Then it plans a sequence of actions. Okay, I'll check a few airline websites, compare prices, check the calendar, and finally, it acts on that plan. This ability to chain actions together, to figure out the next step and the step after that, that's its superpower. So, if agents are doing more and more of the heavy lifting, what does that mean for us? This isn't a story about replacement. It's a story about elevation. It's about creating a powerful new partnership between humans and AI. This quote absolutely nails it. Our role is shifting. We are moving away from being the primary doers and becoming the reviewers, the guides, and the high level strategists for these incredibly powerful AI systems. Our value in moving up the chain of command. Instead of just operating the tools day to day, we are now directing entire systems of tools. Our new job is to be the architect, to craft the right goals, design the best workflows, and make sure the final outcome actually lines up with our big picture vision. And all of this brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? As these autonomous agents begin to handle more and more of the complex execution in our work and in our lives, it leaves us with this incredible opportunity. So, what new problems will we decide to solve? What amazing new ideas will we finally have the time to pursue? As they do more of the doing, what will we be freed up to create?